What's up, my fishing friends and family? I just wanted to do a little tournament recap here on Lake Guntersville, the first Toyota Central of the Central Division. So day one, I drew a nice guy out of Tennessee, and we went running grass first, and you'll see I caught my first keeper, my biggest of the day, like a 3.5, 3 3/4 on a royal shad one knocker, 1/2 ounce, just yo-yoing it in the grass. And then I lost a key bite on a ghost one knocker in the grass. Just when these fish hit, sometimes they just take off running fast as they can. So I was trying to catch up to it, had it pinned up for a second, and I felt it get me a patch of weeds, and yeah, pulled me off, which I probably shouldn't have been using the rod I just didn't want to keep switching back and forth from my good medium heavy cranking stick. And the rod it's a great rod for like square bills and smaller crankbaits, but that one pulled off on me. That cost me big time. And then you'll see we start running like a bank with docks. I started throwing a Spro Lil John, and I caught 2 good ones off of that. And then towards the end of the day, we went to a flat and a grass flat, and I caught my 4th keeper on a chatterbait jackhammer. And then we started running another thing of docks, and somehow my GoPro died, which it was a big heartbreaker, but I was rushing 5 minutes to go to make another cast, and I pulled the Lil John out of the water, and a 7 or 8 pounder right near the boat sharked on it, came halfway out, and he missed it. I pulled it right away from him, and I thought I had the great footage, but my GoPro died. So I ended the day with 4 fish for 11.2. My boater had 1 fish for, I think, like he ended up catching 2 fish for 3 3/4. He never even weighed in. So then day 2, I drew Johnny McCombs from Alabama. He's done really good on the tour, and we went way down lake, and he started fishing some shallow docks. We were in like 2 foot, 2-3 foot water, and you'll see I cast it up between a dock, and I didn't get 1 crank on it with the jackhammer, and one was hauling off with it, and I was trying to catch up to him, and as I caught up to pin him, he came off, and I thought, okay, this is gonna be a good day. They're biting that chatterbait early. And then he didn't catch anything there. We pulled out to a little bit deeper grass, and I caught a 4 pounder, a 3, and a 2 pounder within 15 minutes. Bang, bang, bang on that chatterbait. And he wasn't catching them, so he made a decision to run up lake to go fish some shallow docks and throw a Senko around them. And it just never paid off for him. And I grinded my way out, and I cast it up next to a dock, and I brought it past a ladder. And at first I thought in my brain I was stuck on the ladder, but because it just got like I got stuck into it, but it was just mushy. And then I felt him coming up, and it should have been a 4 pounder all day, but he was definitely skinny, like a 325. And then we ran the rest of the day real shallow stuff, and Johnny ended up catching probably the one I needed, a good one, good close to 4 pounder up shallow on a swim bait, and I just couldn't get another bite the rest of the day. So I finished day 2 with 4 fish for 11 pounds 7 ounces, and I ended up cashing a check in 55th place. I had 260 here on Lake Guntersville, but those 2 fish that I had on both days, I got 5 bites each day, and my execution wasn't perfect, and those 2 fish would have put me, I was 4 pounds out of the cut, 4 pounds 1 ounces out of the cut, and I'm sure I would have had at least 5 pounds between them 2 fish. So, not fishing clean cost me a top 25 cut here. But on the flip side, Cody he had 14 and change after day one. He was in 117th place, and he knows this lake. He grew up here like the back of his hand. He fished too conservatively, but he went out swinging day two, and he pulled off a 7 or 8 pounder, and he should have had like 28, 29 pounds, but he put up 20, I think it was 25 pounds 7 ounces, or 25.11 and he weighed in a 7.8, 7.5 pounder. So he skyrocketed from 117th to 22nd place, and we're sitting here waiting on beautiful Lake Guntersville here to see his weigh-in. And I mean, he's just a great guy. He deserves all the best he could get. And him and his wife let me stay at their house all week. They were amazing, treating me like family. I met Cody. He was my boater up on the St. Lawrence, and we've been friends ever since. So I'm praying, which he can, catch a 30-pound bag here and jump up in the top 5 or win this thing. So that's what we're doing, and I'll keep recording for the weigh-in. See you guys later. Thank you.
Eric White, Coleman, Alabama, co-angler. Coleman, Alabama. That just happens to be the location of stop number 2. All right, so here we go. Eric White, Coleman, Alabama, co-angler, had 18-13 on day 1, 18-3 on day 2. So I'm just going to assume we got another 18 pounds, right?
I didn't weigh.
Did not weigh, but we do have 5, right?
I do have 5.
We got 5. Do you have any 4-pounders? Go over here a little closer.
Yes.
Got some 4s? How many?
Just one.
Just one 4-pounder, so the rest are 3s. I'm doing the math. It's going to be close.
I think I'm going to be good.
Thanks. It'll be close. So Mark, come stand right over here next to me. I'm pushing down. Nobody can see what we've got. 18-13 day 1, 18-3 yesterday. 5 in the bag. Says he does have a 4-pounder. The rest are 3s.
Yes.
Just push the button. He needs 14 pounds, 15 ounces. Here it goes, Mark. Got it. Your champion, Eric White, 16 pounds, 14 ounces, up to 53.14. Let's show a couple of bass. And then we'll show off the trophy, the Phoenix boat presentation. We'll talk about a great week. We started our way off with a quick interview from him. We'll get some final thoughts from him. There you go. Big round of applause for your co-angler champion, Eric White. All right, here we go. Eric, you have a boat at home right now of your own? You do not. Yes, you do. You got a brand new Phoenix 518 Pro with a 115 outboard motor. Another big round of applause for your champion. Getting it done all 3 days, 18, 18, and almost 17. There's that part. Now the good part, man, that's what we came for. The boat is awesome. But so is the hardware, man. Getting it done all 3 days. All right, man, it's been like about 45 minutes since we interviewed, so you did a super job on the front end with an interview, talked about your stuff, day 1, day 2. You had 45 minutes to take it all in. Any final thoughts before we change gears and weigh these pros in?
Man, after a rough last year, I mean, I fished, I think, 14 events last year, and it was just a brutal season for me. I think a lot of it I got into my own head, so if I have anything to say to the co's, it's stay out of your own head and just grind it out and fish. And you know, day 1 and day 2, I was shallow both days, and I felt really confident in it. Drawing Matt, I knew I was going to be fishing deep. I had to completely switch gears. So my first couple of fish came at a 25-30 foot of water, and was able to pick another one off close to a bridge, and then we hit grass for about 30 minutes, and I got my last 2 cold out 2-pound spot, and left me where I was at.
So the versatility for you co-anglers. I mean, these pros, we're fixing to see them. They came here They knew they were going to be throwing chatterbaits and rattle traps and A-rigs. You guys came from all over the country, have no idea what you're going to be dealt with, don't know what we're going to do. So you went shallow day one, shallow day two, then had to totally change your approach up, and now you're fishing 25, 30 feet deep. So that's just incredible to me that you made that change midstream and still got it done.
Absolutely. You know, the great thing is that I was fished the BFL as a boater last Saturday, so I got a little bit of practice, and when Matt told me today where we was going, I knew exactly where it was. I cracked a 5-pounder there in practice, so I knew the ditch, I knew how the depth, I knew exactly what I was going for, so it worked out in my favor.
All right, man, congrats again. Your co-labor champion, Eric White, 53 pounds, 14 ounces. Thank you, man. Great job this week. I'm going to take a 30-second break. I'm going to get a drink of water, and I'll be right back. We're going to do the same thing again on the pro side. I'll be right back. Nicer. Cody Hammondtree next up, pro out of Flat Rock, Alabama, 14-7 on day one, which he probably, when he come in with 14-7, like, oh, we did okay. We're going to be 30th, 40th when you came in, and no, sir. What place were we in after day one?
117th.
117th place with 14-7 after day one. So, got mad on day two. Went out there and wrangled up 25 pounds, 7 ounces of Guntersville bass. So, we need 5 more today. Do we have 5?
Yeah, we got 5.
We got 5. We need another 20-plus pound bag. Do we have it?
No, we never got that bite today.
All right, we got 5. We need 22-14. We still got 16-14. Cody going to move you to 8th place. Oh, left arm getting tired. You guys are wearing me out. 56-12 in 3 days. Man, a tough start. Man, kind of got you behind the 8 ball on day one, but man, went out there on day 2, caught that huge bag. Tell us about it, that day 2 bag.
So the first day I tried to fish conservatively, and this being my home pond, it's hard to run past the point whenever I've caught 25 pound off of every point around here almost. So I tried to fish conservatively and not get into that action, and I ended up staying up this way, and I had some fish on the other end of the lake, and I only caught 14 the first day, but the second day I decided to go down and fish where I had caught some better fish in practice, and it worked out. You know, if you say prayer don't work, about 15 minutes before I caught that 7.5 yesterday, I told the Lord, I said, you know what I need to get in the cut, and it wasn't 10 minutes, and I caught the 7.5, and that's the only fish put me in. So thanks to the good Lord above, and we're going to try to catch with Smith Lake.
So what you failed to mention, you told us this morning out here on the release boat, way before daylight. Day 2 started off, had some mishaps on your way to the ramp, right?
Yeah, we rolled in here in Phoenix with 3 tires on the trailer because I got coming down here and one of my wheel hubs come off, so we had to put a block under it between the axle and the frame, but we made it down here and we put it in the back of our mind, and we ended up winning caught 25 pounds.
It's hard to focus. You got that on your mind, you got a crippled boat trailer at the boat ramp, and you still go out there and catch 25. That's putting your mind to it and going to work, man. So great job. 56-12 got you inside the top 10. So here comes Chris Ferguson out of Kentucky. 23-13 on day 1, 18-8 on day 2. 8 tickets. That could be a $100,000 away ticket right there, so don't mess it up. So here we go. We're going to crown us a champion. It's going to be Hayden Barbutt or Matt O'Connell from Brooks, Georgia. Matt brought us 20 pounds, 8 ounces of day 1 bass. 27-6 on day 2. We got 5. You see the hand. How old are you?
35.
You're 35? Are you serious? I'll have what he's having. For real? Wow. 20 pounds, 8 ounces on day 1, 27-6 on day 2, 5 more today. We need 22 pounds, 3 ounces. Got some 4-pounders?
Yep.
All of them?
Close.
What's your smallest fish in the bag?
I don't know. I don't have a scale. It got stolen out of the Piggly Wiggly parking lot.
Piggly Wiggly, is that still a thing?
Yeah, there's one in Guntersville.
Interesting. 22-3, what we're after. You think you got it? How you feeling?
It's tight. It's
tight at 22-3. He's caught 20 pounds, 8 ounces, 27-6. We need 22-3. 22 pounds and 1 ounce. Your champion is Hayden Marbert. Ounces away. $100,000 winner. It's real now, man. Hold her up. Woo. I'm gonna give you just a minute. You ready? I might need a minute too. Ready? Where's the fam? Where are they at? Up here. Up here. Marbert clan, let's get up here. This will calm you down. Or will it? I don't know. Is this Mom? Mom, you okay? $100,000. He's gonna owe Mom all the debt. He's fixing to pay it off to you. How you feeling, Mom? We're gonna give him just a minute. He's taking it in. How's Mom feeling?
I am so incredibly proud of this kid. He eats, lives, breathes. He doesn't eat, first of all, but he loves it and just studies it. And
Excuse me.
He puts everything he can into it, and he's just incredible. And I'm so proud of him.
All right. Hayden says, all right, she's good. You ready? We've had a few minutes, man, to take it all in. $100,000 payout, man. And Lake Guntersville, I know it's going to be a special place to you for the rest of your life. Now, $100,000 win right here on the shores of Lake Guntersville. How we feeling?
Oh man, I'm pretty speechless. I've spent thousands of hours out here on this pond. I've grown up every summer, just staying out here all summer, and spent so much time out here, and for something like this to happen, I don't know. I can't really put it into words, but God's good.
You got a lot of people watching, you think, on the stream? Pull your cell phone out. Let's see what it looks like. I just want to see the number of text messages on your phone. I don't want to see them. I just want to know how many. They're popping up, man. That's incredible, man. I know you got some friends. You said Auburn University. You're on the college fishing team.
Yes, sir.
So all those guys, I know it's going to be War Damn Eagle tonight, right?
Oh yeah, War Damn Eagle.
No doubt, man. Congrats to you. Another big round of applause. You're a pro champion. Hold her up one more time. 20-year-old Hayden Marbert, $100,000 richer. Congrats again, man. Thanks everybody for coming out. Scottsboro, Alabama, Victory Sportsman, Bait and Tackle and Grill. All the volunteers this week, man. We could not have pulled this event off without you guys' help. So thanks everybody for having us. Thanks for coming out. And we'll see you on Smith Lake in a few weeks.
So there you go, my boy Cody Hammond tree fishing finished in 20th place, and Hayden Marbert took the win. Lake Guntersville is an amazing place. I love that part of the country, upper Alabama, just there below the border of Tennessee. Beautiful place, great people, and Cody had a great tournament to start his year. I had a pretty good tournament. We both cashed checks. We got a nice picture together of that, and Hayden Marbert and his family were stoked for that win, $100,000 for a young kid to start his career fishing. It was an awesome experience. I will never miss Lake Guntersville again. Check out our next video. It should be a local tournament out of Connecticut that I fished, caught a 6.5 pounder, so let's go.